Alright, good morning, guys. It's just a short video that I wanted to talk about investing. Lots of people usually tend to say, oh, maybe I'm too late, like it is late to invest. I don't know what to do. Prices are high, da 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 da. So, this is my property here. About let's not even go too far off. Let's say about 5 years ago, it was just like that. These were like one of the most stubborn grass. They use this to make roofs, to make like bamboo roofs, grass roof and stuff like that. So, good morning. Fine. About 5-10 years ago, there's a lot of that over here, and I still remember buying my plots for very cheap. But my goal was maybe in like 5 to 10 years I can afford to build there, right? And then I bought it, and like today, the amount that I bought that for, even if I triple it to buy this one plot here, the owner has still refused to sell it. I've been trying to buy this plot from them for the past 4 or 5 years. Even the person behind me with the red house, he owns all the way around. I remember telling him, hey, I would like to buy 2 plots from you because I'm trying to establish something bigger here for the community and for myself. Good morning. He was like, nah. He's an investor himself. So when I bought this piece of property, there was no house. This was all bush. And there's a village right across, maybe about 2 minutes away. That was the only one, but you used to pass through all these woods. This was all woods. You can even see this. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a black trunk right there. There's like used to be trees. This is where we used to come and fetch firewood. So when I bought it, and right from here, from the end of my fence all the way down was was pretty much a swampy area. So as of today, if you try to buy any plot here, okay, first of all, just to be on track, my property, the land was about 200 with all paperwork, some up to like $600. Today, even if you try to buy a plot here for like 1,000, you have to be really, really lucky. Like really lucky. You have to meet the person in their baddest day to actually sell you a plot for 1,000. So now this is why I'm like walking around to kind of just showcase how far this place has become. No money. Yeah, I sleep. Yeah. So back then, all these places you're seeing now today, it was just woods. But now people actually live here, so that's why it's very important. There a second. Yeah. So now people are living here, whereas 5-10 years ago, this was just wood, So like even all the way behind there, you can see roofs. You can see like there's all like bacons that people have bought. Right across from me, there's a lady that lives in the US, and that guy there lives in London, and a lot of other local people. No money. Yeah. So there's even a welding shop here. This is fascinating because look, and the good thing about Sierra Leone also, see, when people plant, they have their sugar canes, bananas, pineapples. They plant fruitful things that they can actually eat instead of just planting all male trees, as they do in some other countries, some developed countries. But look at this sugar cane. It's like really huge, you know, very, very big. I wanted to feature sugarcane in my compound, but man, they go crazy. They can just keep going and going and growing and taking over your whole land. So, good morning. So yeah, when you want to invest, there's never it's not a good time, because I feel like the best time is now when you want to do any. Good morning. Fine morning. I sleep. Yeah. So like this road, I remember it being here, but it was just like a bush path, But like all this place, all the way to the village that I'm actually talking about is even a little farther. Like that village starts over there. I think this used to be like a small cemetery. Money. Fine, now not safe. Yeah. So, but like as of today, man, I'm telling you, everywhere is developed. You can barely get a piece of land here. Money. Yeah, fine. Now yourself. Yeah, be right. Super. So now you have to be really, really lucky. You have to play your cards right. You have to probably know somebody who knows you, that really wants to help you out. I remember even, let me say 2.5 years ago. Good morning. Yeah, 2.5 years ago when I got here. Back then we had just started my property. They almost sold me a piece of land here, about 3 to 5. I think it was 5 plots. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not ready. I came that same year. I came in the course of like 6 months, and then it was already sold. So pretty much, if you're trying to invest in Africa, the best time is now. You can't wait. A lot of people always say, I want to wait. I don't know. Prices are going up. Even the stock market. If you are a good investor, you just time it, right? When it dips, you want to go in, but you don't want to wait like, I'm going to wait next year before I start investing, because you don't know what the future holds, But yeah, again, I still haven't reached to the village yet, but as you can see, there has been houses unfinished, all the plots have been sold, there's barely a piece of land here right now, because by then, let me tell you, first of all, by then you couldn't even bring a motorcycle here, because this might have been like that only small path that used to go all the way in the village, a village that is here. So if you want to invest, it's the best time. It's never a good time. I think every time is the best time, depending on how you play your cards. I'm fine now myself. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say this morning. And the village that I'm talking about is right here. That was the only one that was here, and everything else was woods. We used to actually farm deep inside, because here was forest. It was saved. They have this little cemetery here, and these ones were all saved. So you can see some of the forest trees. The only thing, they like cutting down trees. We like cutting down trees here, but you can see the stumps of huge trees that used to be here about 2-3 years ago. But as of today, 2025, it's developing. This person is actually growing peanuts. Oh, this is my auntie coming right there. She's going to get a little mad at me for not saying hi. These are like corns. But yeah, So this is the village, Mafore. This was the only one here when we got here in 2002. Yes.
How many years? Wait, come now. Wait, come in. Number see mama.
Good morning.
Mom.
How you sleep?
Thank God.
Good share.
Yeah.
How everything?
Who they so?
Good share.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who they?
You can end there.
I was in one the market so left give me.
Yeah.
Me mama cut now market this.
Yes.
We see an Africa na pa mai. See ah.
Yeah.
What's no lemon no sit down.
Na so.
Oh.
Na business.
Yeah, na business.
Yes. Any business is small one or day. At least you know sit down.
Yeah. And they get they push you picking.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see Teresa?
I don't see it. I think I don't go na site 210. From where I come because I work, I try for like finish inside. Yeah. Okay. So the second day I go greet Sister Annette, and I think yesterday I passed there. I see Mr. Santos. Okay. But at the candy because I get for out small projects for India, Mr. Santos. So, yeah. Yeah. At the candy.
What my mom did it?
Money. Okay.
Mom did it.
Yes.
No problem, man.
No. Yeah, they're all well.
Thanks to God. That's all.
Yeah, good share.
Yeah. Sam, no forget you.
Yeah, they.
I won't forget me. I go to Ina. I go cry there. Say, they will contact. Hey, Daddy. You know, get me sign.
No, I get my time.
Well, we get for dance. So.
Yes.
We they dance, eh?
Yes. Before I left.
Before they left here, where they ready for go? Would they make we cultural? Down there, if you see no video, we love go. Let's just go. I swear to God, a party dance. I did dance after the video you.
Okay.
Now we job down there, so then not forget.
All right.
Now, party see the pants. Jesse can see. So we not they forget someone. We just forget so, eh? Hey, cultural time we want to go. We get it to rock. Oh, it's a cultural.
Yeah. All right.
Where they for go? They dance so.
Yes. I did reach there.
Okay.
All right. So that was my aunt. We live together, the same side. Good morning, sir. How you sleep, boss? Fine, good share. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Oh, guys, like all over this already connected. This is jointly go poultry, not the highway. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, this is the town village that used to be here. The money. Yeah. Let's sleep fine now, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, this was the only town. There used to be a blacksmith over here that will sharpen our machetes when I used to go into the gardens and farm. You say how you sleep? Fine, money. Yeah, how ya? Yeah, good share. Yeah. So a lot of these people here, when we moved here as refugees in 2002, they were the people that used to give us land to farm. We farm for potatoes, we farm for pineapples, we farm for cassava. So we used to go all the way in that, maybe like 6 miles inside to go farm to find a fertile soil for us to use, and that's actually the blacksmith right here. But he's got some hearing problems, so he was the one that used to sharpen our machetes. Do you right? You're second. Look these goats. Yeah, second. Yeah. Yeah, super. Yeah, only. Yeah, second. Momo. Yeah, ala tanto. Yeah, Momo. Yeah, so he's the blacksmith that used to sharpen our machetes here. So this is the only village that used to be here, and I think this house wasn't even here. This house was later built. There was huts here, Money. Fine, I wanna sleep. Yeah, Kushe. What's that you do? I do. Yeah. Just can't walk no more. Yeah, not Kushe. Everything. Good share. Big boss. Yes. How you do? The money fine. How not safe? Yeah.
Where's Jesse? Who's that?
The US.
Yeah,
Okay, I go tell her. Good share. Hopefully they come. Hopefully they come next year. Yeah. With the picking them. Yeah. Hopefully. Me? Oh no, I go. I get for go work. Yeah. I can't more for can do some work at the house here, but I return back soon. Yeah. Yeah, I go tell her. Okay. I go tell her. Oh, Andire. You. Tanto Pakura. You. All right, so I came to say hi, to a lot of people that I used to know here, they're pounding over there. I don't know what they're doing. Let me go and check. Let me go and check what they're doing. Let's see what they're doing over here. It's probably cassava or some palm nuts. I think they're growing some beans here. This is why I like Sierra Leone lawns, Oh, look, that one is pounding cassava grain. No, I don't know what they're pounding. There, second. Super. Come on here. Cassava leaf? Oh, look, share. Yeah. Cassava leaf. Yes. Then they beat cassava leaf. Now the culture. Yeah. For can't take a picture. Okay. Are they left cola for now? Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't pass. Ndo. Hello, Ali. You. Some ducks. I just opened a can of worms over there. They were like, "Oh, you're taking our video. You gotta give us something." So I gave them, I think, around a penny or so. Well, anyways, you're welcome. But yeah, money. I don't know, sleep. Yeah. So this is it. This is the village I used to be here when I used to live here. So back to investing. Whenever you have a dream, make a plan and execute that plan. This morning, the purpose of my video, I wanted to see if that neighbor was still around, so I can actually ask them again for that piece of plot, that is next to my house. Because they haven't developed it for over how many years now, But the only thing, usually there's a little bit of, I don't know, my brother was saying it's a little bit of tension between those neighbors and my property. I don't know if they wanted to buy mine. I was like, nah, I don't sell. I'm a land banker. When I buy a piece of any investment, especially land, usually I don't just sell it. So for them, she lives in Freetown, and I don't think there's a huge, there's a plan for her to invest that on that property yet. So I wanted to invest there. I wanted to just expand my property so I can, so I can build a next home there, or open it up so I can have a pool or something, or just open a business center there for my guests, so when they come, they have a spacious place to stay in the morning. Yeah. But I didn't see the caretaker. I wanted to just ask so you guys can see how people are like, nah, we don't, we are not selling. Or they will probably charge you something ridiculously high, you know. And when I came again 2.5 years ago, they showed me about 2 plots that way. When you stand on top of my roof, you can see that spot. So I was like, well, I even made like an ideal plan for my villas. I wanted to make sure those three were looking at each other. So I had that one, and that one. That was like the goal, right? But because I slept on that deal, I think the property was sold to somebody else. But the thing is, I have plots. I have 3 plots up that way, where you see those yellow houses. I don't know if you can see them. I have 3 plots that way. I have about 3 acres behind me, but it's not developed yet. And even that place, a lot of like people from the diaspora have already bought like acres and acres of land there. Some people own 10 acres, 100 acres. So I bought there 3. And then this way I own another acre, so just trying to see how we can capitalize, thank you. Yeah. So that was the goal this morning, to see if I can get a hold of the neighbor so I can ask him again if he changes his mind or not, you know what I mean? So we'll see. And I think they're about to build a story building here, man. It's crazy. If I tell you, I'm not even kidding. You come here 5 years ago, man, all you see is like forest. Forest. Bought my plot again for about $200 back then. And then the rest was buying, paying for the documents, the surveying. So all summed up to about 600. And today, my property today is way more than that, way more than that. So we shall see.
Yeah, no, me.
But we know they planted it.
How much you granite? You don't sell yesterday all, eh?
No, give me the handle now.
I'm here, look, I'm on chop ngai.
Is that much? 1 cup. Is it 10 Leone?
No, 5 or 7.
I put the 7 Leone. Yes. I want to sleep. Who's fun? So that?
Mama.
Oh, you make fun. Which kind of fun? The granite? Oh. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Here, bro, give me. Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right.